Montmagny, Quebec. 14 amazing athletes are ready to take on the challenge of 10 historic events in the tradition of the strongest man in history of Louis Cyr. In Fortissimus 2009. I'm Steve Besner, and alongside me calling the action is professional strength coach, Super Sam Dubé.
Steve, once again, it is such an honor and a pleasure to be here today at Fortissimus 2009. We are going to witness history here. These are the 14 strongest men on the planet vying for the title of strongest man on Earth. We've got 10 events at the Decathlon of Strength. These events are reminiscent of the old-style strongman challenges, and last year came right down to the wire, where the Fortissimus champion, Derek Pouндstone, secured the victory by lifting the unliftable 530-pound Louis Cyr stone in a Rocky Balboa-like ending, winning the Fortissimus championship and becoming the strongest man on Earth.
We're ready for a great show, Sam. Let's see what the athletes have to say.
Winning Fortissimus was probably one of the best days of my life thus far. I mean, it really truly showed me that, the hard work really does pay off. Especially a competition like this, you can come in, as big and as strong as you want, but until you prepare your body to be able to withstand this punishment.
Last year I was not very lucky and lose 1 point competition, and this year I try to compete better and show more my power.
This is the heaviest event I've ever seen from a strongman perspective. I think that the winner of this competition justifiably will be called this year's strongest man on earth.
We could have John saying that here at Fortissimus we're basing these strength events on the exploits of Louis Cyr, the strongest man in recorded history. We should be honored to relate our strength challenges to him because of the magnitude of his feats of strength.
Some advice I could give to the newcomers about Fortissimus, knowing what I learned last year, prepare for hell.
Je suis Christian Savoie, je représente le Canada. Vous écoutez Fortissimus 2009.
And we're ready for event number 1, the Pyramid of Strength.
Also known as the Power Stairs. Steve, the athletes will be proceeding 2 by 2, 450 pounds, 500 pounds, 525 pounds has to be lifted 5 steps successively in a time of 75 seconds or less. These are anvils with handles attached.
Well, quite a challenge for these guys, Sam. And we start with Derek Pouндstone and Brian Shaw.
Now, this is the luck of the draw here. The athletes were randomly chosen for the order. Derek Pouндstone is the defending Fortissimus champion. He is built like a fire hydrant. This guy is dense, he's compact. The only other competitor who's as compact is Jimmy Marcoux from England. Brian Shaw, on the other hand, is nearly 6'9", and he weighed in this morning at 393 pounds.
Two serious competitors, and they're pretty evenly matched. Here we go in here, Sam.
Now watch the technique here. They have to lift each of these anvils onto the stairs, and it mimics the second pull of the clean somewhat. So they have to be very explosive. Pouндstone is in the lead right now, but he seems to be having a little bit of trouble there with the third implement.
Wow, it's getting tougher and tougher. These guys have to keep up the energy levels here. One more for Pouндstone.
Look at that.
Look at these guys go. He's got it. He's got it.
125 pounds, and Brian Shaw not too far behind there.
And Derek Pouндstone, 52.58 seconds.
That's the time to beat Steve. Brian Shaw not too far behind with 58.98 seconds.
Good effort for both men.
You saw me struggle with that last implement. I really got to fight through it. So it's my worst event probably in this competition. So I'm all right with that. That last step was a little bit of an issue for me. I lost about 10 seconds there, but we'll see how it does.
Brian, this is your first Fortissimus. How did it feel going against the reigning champ?
Oh, it's good. I knew Derek would have a good time. Anytime you get to go against with the winner of the last year's contest is great. So we'll see.
Are you satisfied with your performance then?
No, that was a terrible run for me. So.
And we'll see how he does in his favorite event. We've got Mikhail Kokляев, and he'll be facing Savickas.
Steve, this is a huge showdown here. We've got Mikhail Kokляев from Russia 7-time Russian national team for Olympic weightlifting in the super heavyweight class against Savickas, who is arguably the greatest strength athlete in the modern age.
Wow, what a competition. These guys are off to a great start, Sam.
They're just throwing that 500-pounder. That's a quarter of a ton, Steve.
That's quite a weight to lift. These guys are handling it like big ball balls or whatever.
Just a rules clarification here. They have to make sure that the implements are completely on the top stair. So they can't be overhanging. There can't be any edge hanging off the stair, okay?
So they've got to be neat with these things also. Right?
Exactly. It demonstrates control, and everyone has to obey the standards.
And there he is. Wow, what a time. 42.07 seconds.
That is an incredibly fast time for the Lithuanian.
And 50.35 seconds for Kokляев.
And he too beat Pаундстон.
Wow, these two guys did a great job in this one.
I want to beat Big Z. Because Big Z never beat me before in power stage, you know. And today it's his day in power stage. But Russian people say, first pie is broken. First pie. Understand? You understand me?
I think we were being told that we understood.
I think so. There's no choice there. And we've got Derek Boyer and Andres Merriman.
Australia's strongest man versus Estonia's strongest man. This is truly a planet-wide competition, Steve.
Wow, quite an international competition, and here they go.
Both these men have an incredible amount of what we call raw strength. These guys are just naturally incredibly strong at handling cumbersome, awkward objects.
And how much of this event is technique and how much is raw strength?
There's a lot of technique involved in all of these events here. Each competitor has their own combination of raw strength and technique, and it varies with the events as well. They're superheroes, Steve, and each of them has a little bit, kind of their own repertoire of superpowers.
Boyer's struggling a little bit, Sam.
Derek Boyer is Australia's strongest man, as I mentioned. He's also known as Thunder on Australian Gladiators.
He certainly looks like Thunder, and they're getting it done.
Andres Merriman is also known for his incredible hand strength. He had a good go at the Rolling Thunder World Championships yesterday.
There's a time limit, Sam. They've got to complete it within a
75 seconds, that's right.
There you go. Okay, we're coming close to that time.
There's Marcel Mostert from the Netherlands, our head referee.
Oh, look at that. 30 minutes is just about there.
Just a little bit more to go here.
He's finished. He completed at 73.6 seconds.
What happened to Derek Boyer?
Looks like he may have had enough, and yes, he does 11 stairs at 61.03.
This is also very tiring, these events. After about 60 seconds, you can reach your limit there. Lactic acid starts to take over, and your strength and endurance does start to come into play. We got Christian Savoy.
And he's facing Louis-Philippe Jean.
Wow.
It's a Canadian battle. Look at these guys go.
Canadian pride on the line here. Louis-Philippe Jean is currently Canada's strongest man. Christian Savoy is the wily veteran. He's known for his prowess in hand strength and wheelbarrow, farmer's walk.
Wow, Savoy, great start for him.
I tell you, I spoke to Savoy before the contest. He is just so determined to do well in this show. He's really, really improved the last few years.
You can see it in his face. Definite determination. And Louis-Philippe is struggling a little bit.
Louis-Philippe prodigiously strong, very thick. I'll tell you, Christian Savoy paid his dues in the gym recently. He's really been working hard, working the barbells and dumbbells, working on his base strength in the gym. He's always been good at the awkward events.
It looks like it's paying dividends in this event, sir.
There's a little more to go here. He's about 6'4", weighs about 330.
He's getting there. There it is. He's pleased with his effort, 61.48 seconds.
This will be a disappointing finish for Louis-Philippe. Last year, he placed 4th in Fortissimus.
He's got to try to finish the event. Doesn't quite make it. 14 stairs, 72.18.
One stair short.
Savoy's happy. Louis-Philippe Jean not pleased. And our next two competitors, Sam. We've got Travis Ortmeyer
from Texas. That's Texas Stoneman. Phil Pfister, the 2006 World's Strongest Man contest winner. He too is a wily veteran.
These guys are starting off even and starting off strong.
Very explosive. Phil Pfister recently been doing powerlifting training with Brian Sider, the IPF super heavyweight world powerlifting champion. That's the squat, bench, and deadlift.
That should come in handy in this competition for sure.
He too has a great deal of raw, just manhandling strength, like the Gillingham brothers in the U.S. And here, Dominic Filiou in Canada was known as that. Christian Savoie as well.
These guys are giving it their all. Got to try to put in a good time and finish all stairs, which is obviously necessary to do well in this event.
Phil Pfister has some of the largest hands you'll ever shake. The only hands bigger that I've shaken were Mark Felix's, who you'll see a little bit later on in the contest.
Quite a grip too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And there it is, 56.54 seconds for Ortmeyer.
Good time there for the Texas Stoneman out of Cypress, Texas.
And Pfister completes his course, and we'll check the time. It's 63.19.
Respectable time for the 6'6", 350-pound former fireman.
Wow. Taking a little rest.
Watch the technique here. They try and get their bodies right over the implements, thrust with the hips to shove the implements onto the stairs.
Are you satisfied with your debut in Fortissimus 2009?
Well, considering I have very little experience on power stairs, yeah. I mean, I just beat one of my idols, Phil Pfister, so you can't walk away from that too unhappy, you know?
Okay. So the Big Z takes this event with 14 points that goes with it. He's followed by Kokляев, Pаундстон, Ortmeyer, Shaw, Savoie, Pfister, and Merumets.
Philou Philippe Jean, champion canadien des athlètes de force. Vous écoutez Fortissimus 2009.
You're watching Fortissimus 2009. Stay tuned for event number 2, the Super Yoke.
I got into strongman basically because I used to play rugby back home to a fairly good level and sort of lost a bit of interest with that. I played a couple of years in New Zealand, came back to England and yeah, just lost interest with the rugby. Started training in the gym and there was a guy at my gym that was doing strongman. Convinced me that maybe that was a good route for me to take and yeah, I ended up, well, it was about 7 months later I did my first World's Strongest Man.
For event number 2, the Giant Barrels Power Yoke.
Also known as the Super Yoke. 925 pounds has to be carried yoke fashion for 30 meters as quickly as possible.
Quite a task, and we've got Terry Hollins and Jimmy Marcoux up first.
Wow, Terry Hollins, England's strongest man, against Jimmy Marcoux, Britain's strongest man. There's a real contrast in body types here, Steve.
Let's see which body type wins out.
Jimmy Marcoux on the left is only about 5'11", 314 pounds, the smallest man in the contest. Then you've got Terry Hollins, 6'7", 390 pounds.
Look at these guys go.
He's moving slow. Look at that. Control the oscillation of the
wow. Hollins finishes in 19.41 seconds.
What a time to beat, Steve. Refrigerators. So I'd say each of those barrels weighs how much to fit.
Unbelievable. That's it. He's done. He went 16.85 meters. Didn't finish the floor.
He doesn't look well. He looks like he's injured there.
And the next competitors, we've got Derek Boyer and Agnes Gazelnik.
You look at Derek Boyer. He's 40 years old. And he looks like he's about 28.
Unbelievable shape, these guys.
Agris Kazelnik is from Latvia. He's coached by Raymond Bergmanis, former top 10 strongman on the planet.
These guys are moving well. Look at this time these guys are putting up.
They're moving very well here. The yoke cam is showing us concentration in Agris's face.
These guys, what a battle here.
Now remember, despite the fact they're going 2 at a time, they're competing against the entire field.
Exactly. Our push is over. Look at that. Derek Boyer, 22.5 seconds.
Wow, he's ecstatic.
And Agris Kazelnik's just behind at 23.25. 2 great times.
I'll tell you, Boyer's a little crazy. It's a little crazy, and he's proud of it too.
All right, congratulating each other.
Derek, your nickname in Australian Gladiators is Thunder. Was this the thunder being brought?
That's right. I'm bringing some thunder to Quebec. And very honored to be here. So thank you, Quebec.
That's an appreciation for the crowd. And now we've got Louis-Philippe Jean, and he'll be facing Mark Felix.
Mark Felix, 43 years old, getting better and better. He's only been competing in strongman for about 5 years.
Relative rookie compared to some of these guys. And Louis-Philippe Jean off to a great start, Sam.
And so well here. He's going to try and make up some lost points off of the power stairs.
All right, Mark Felix struggling a little bit, but he's moving.
See how the barrels want to oscillate? That's the difficulty with this event. Strongman is about manipulating, controlling heavy, cumbersome objects.
So much is technique. Oh, look at that. 25.59. Great time for Louis-Philippe.
Good, respectable time for Louis-Philippe Jean. Mark Felix very methodical here, having a little bit of trouble balancing. Because I tell you, Mark Felix is known for the strength of his back and his hands.
So it's really the balance where he has the challenge here, sir.
Absolutely.
Look at that. The fans are certainly encouraging him. They want him to finish.
Look at Louis-Philippe Jean. This is one of the only sports where you'll see competitors encouraging each other from the sidelines.
There you go. Look at that. He's got a little bit to go. Just trying to beat the clock.
Here he comes.
And here it is. There it is. He finishes at 64.69 seconds.
Key here is that he actually finished. He won the Rolling Thunder World Championships yesterday. That was the test of grip strength. It was the world record in that event, 301 pounds.
Certainly a tremendous effort.
Satisfait un peu, manqué de stabilité un peu.
Louis-Philippe Jean is saying that he's satisfied. He was going to and fro a little bit, but his time puts him roughly in the middle of the field, and he's happy with that. He's satisfied with that.
Il devrait être bon pour continuer jusqu'à la fin de la compétition.
My ankle is a bit stiff. I cannot move it as I want to, so that's why it was a bit slow.
Okay.
So I keep having to drop it every couple of minutes, couple of seconds or so.
And we've got a couple of big battlers here. We've got Derek Pountstone and Travis Ortmeyer.
Wow, battle of the USA.
That should be quite a match. They're ready to go. They're off running, Sam.
These two have faced each other a number of times on U.S. soil, as well as at World Championships.
Pountstone off to a quick start. Ortmeyer not far behind.
I tell you, Pountstone is an ideal combination of incredible strength and awesome technique. He is very much a cerebral competitor.
There it is, 19.66 seconds. Breaks the 20-second barrier, Sam. And Ortmeyer comes in at 24.56. He's no slug.
Excellent run for both men.
Good job by these guys. And speaking of big competitors, we've got Zydrunas Savickas and Mikhail Kokляев.
Anyone can become the leader in this event. It's either of these two men, especially Big Z. He's fantastic at the yoke.
Let's watch these guys go. The clock is on. And Savickas off to a great start. And he's running, Sam.
Mikhai's having a little bit of trouble here. Mikhai's been doing a lot more Olympic weightlifting lately. He's coming a little bit heavier. I know he hasn't put as much time into his strongman training.
Wow, look at that. Savickas finishes 18 seconds.
I believe he's the leader. Is that true?
Wow, yes. Unbelievable time.
Oh, the crowd just loves Mikhail Kokляев, I'll tell you. He's so charming, so charismatic. He really has to finish the
He's got to finish. He has to finish somehow with any time as long as he beats the clock.
Very methodical.
If you finish last in this event, Sam, that could be it for you. You cannot afford a last place
One
finish.
bad event, and it can kill your entire competition.
And he does finish in 53.97 seconds. Great effort.
He's definitely in a little bit of pain here recovering from that. Let's take a look at the performances here. So Zydrunas just kept picking up speed, just kept accelerating. Look at that. He was going his fastest right at the end. That's 925 pounds, nearly half a ton.
And we were just informed that that is a new world record.
Thank you. I'm very happy. A few years ago, I have a record in this event, and now again I have a record in this event. Very, very good for me.
easy. Savickas takes the 14 points. He's followed by Holland, Pаундстон, Boyer, Kazelnik, Shaw, Murjumets, and Ortmeyer.
Jimmy Marku je pošli Fortissimus Dimianonen zolti tako šetat.
Strongman after this on TSN.
My name is Derek Pauндstone, Connecticut, USA. I'm the reigning Fortissimus champion. If someone wants my title, they're going to come and take it. 2009 Fortissimus starts now.
And let's go to event number 3, the Sigmarsson Wheels Deadlift.
The Sigmarsson Wheels Deadlift, named after the late, great Viking strongman, Jan Paul Sigmarsson of Iceland. 881 pounds, lifted for repetitions, conventional deadlift style, starting from a height of 17.5 inches from the ground.
And we start the competition with Mark Felix.
Mark Felix is known for his deadlift strength. Now, this isn't a full deadlift from the normal powerlifting position, but this is a partial deadlift with a 2.5-inch bar.
That's quite a bar he's lifting there.
Now, they're allowed to use wrist wraps. They're Iron Mind wrist wraps, generously donated by Dr. Randy Strazen, CEO of Iron Mind Enterprises.
He's at 8 now.
Now, you see his technique here. He's using a lot of erectors, a lot of back, hardly any legs. He's very, very strong in the back. We don't want this event, Steve, to be a test of grip strength, and that's why we allow the wrist straps.
Okay, so they're testing him on there, and he's doing a good job, Sam. This looks like a lot of reps.
400 kilograms, 881 pounds.
He's trying to summon the strength for the last couple.
Now, they're not allowed to use sumo style, where the hands are inside the feet, inside the legs.
Okay, so there's a lot of regulations here. Looks like a simple event, but a lot of rules.
That's right, and there's a lot of technique, too. And Mark Felix's technique is very, very efficient for his strengths, his body strengths, and that's what you want to do. You want to maximize your strengths and minimize your weaknesses.
And 13 reps, Sam.
That's a fantastic number of reps.
He looks pleased with that effort, and the fans are certainly appreciative.
Watch the technique here. Very little knee bend, all back, very conducive to his build and his strengths. Look at the size of his hands. That bar looks like a normal bar.
13 repetitions. You are now the leader in this event.
Yeah, I always look forward to deadlift with us, a different height to what I'm used to. But yeah, I think I'm happy with that.
Size-wise, as always, I'll compete in lots of shows. I was probably one of the guys, small of guys, which is I'll compete in lots of shows. But well, end of the day, I'm here to compete for the strongest man and the strongest man there. So that doesn't affect me, never has affected me. I mean, the size, I can do it anytime, but the strength is just there. And we will see Saturday night, Sunday night.
And no doubt about that as we watch Jimmy Marcoux.
Jimmy Marcoux, he is currently Britain's strongest man. He and Terry Hollands keep swapping the titles of England's strongest man and Britain's strongest man. He's the smallest man in the contest. 5'11", 314 pounds, very compact.
He's going for 6. He's small in stature, but he's got a lot of heart, Sam.
You see the difference in his technique? He sits into it, and he pulls not only up, but a little bit back. So he's using his hips and his legs a little more than Mark Felix did. Mark Felix, also a former Britain's strongest man.
So I guess it depends on where your particular strength is. That's the strategy you're going to use.
Absolutely.
With that, well, he's having a pretty good show here. He's doing those reps.
The Sigmarsson deadlift, named after the late, great, multi-time world's strongest man, Jan Paul Sigmarsson.
Wow, look at the size of those wheels, Sam.
881 pounds. It's nearly half a ton.
Now he's summoning up the strength to try to finish with a flurry here.
You see he's using a thumbless grip so he doesn't get too much pronation on his arms there. It takes the pressure off the biceps, because you can definitely tear a bicep in this event.
A lot of thought goes into their technique here.
He's keeping his back tight. Very important to keep the back tight.
There's the whistle. 9 reps. Pretty good, Sam.
Pretty good when you consider it's about 2.5 times body weight.
And here we got some other guys. Let's see how they did.
Shaw.
6 reps for Shaw.
Nearly 6'9" of them.
And Christian Savoie, he gave it his all, and he did 2 reps.
And Christian is known for his strength in the wheelbarrow.
And Kokляев gave it his best shot, 5 reps.
Powerful puller, super heavyweight Olympic lifting champion.
And here's Phil Pfister.
Very nice technique there by Phil Pfister.
Yeah, Phil did manage 3 reps. And there's Louis-Philippe Jean. And he managed 3 reps as
now
well.
They are allowed to hitch like that. It is acceptable in this competition.
And Kazelniks gave it his best shot. Again, 3 reps.
Many of these men have powerlifting experience, competed at a world-class level. Look at the wider stance there by Terry Hollis.
Terry Hollis, pretty good 6 reps for him.
Almost a sumo stance there.
Travis Ortmeyer up.
It's basically showing us that the level that Mark Felix achieved with 13 reps is incredible.
Yeah, it's true. 7 reps for Ortmeyer, pretty good. And there's Derek Boyer.
Again, fairly wide stance, emphasizing the hips.
Let's see what he can do. He's ready to go.
This guy reminds me of King Tonga, the wrestler, I tell you.
Yeah, that's Derek certainly can probably do very well in the ring, in the wrestling ring.
Oh, absolutely.
There, he's going for 3. He's off to a pretty good start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
He has a bit of a strategy here. I think he wants to stay viable in this event, but he's going to be conservative. I remember talking to him just before.
So he doesn't want to waste everything in this event. He wants to sort of stream it out.
Not so much waste, it's conservation.
There you go. Okay, better word. And that's it. 4 reps.
Okay, he's happy.
I know that 3 reps or more right now is going to put me in the points. So I did the job. Now I simply move on to the next event. So quite happy with that performance.
And let's check out Mr. Poundstone.
Now, Poundstone wants to do well here. He is the defending Fortissimus champion, the defending strongest man on earth. He is currently lagging in 2nd place behind Big Z.
He's certainly got to make a push here. He wants to try to beat the Big Z in this event.
Now, you notice not wearing shoes. Why, Steve?
Well, because he's more comfortable in his socks.
It gets them closer to the ground. They don't have to pull the bar as far.
Exactly. There you go.
I see you've been working on your ab.
Yeah, no, I got it. You notice how the socks are very even on his legs as well.
Yes,
so,
yes.
fashion statement there.
Vasily Alexiev ab going there, Steve. Anyway, you can see his technique is very methodical. He's a good combination of leg extension and back extension. He's staying very tight. Back is tight. He's pausing. Now, they have to dead stop between reps. They can't do continuous tension reps, which is much easier.
Look at those legs, Sam. He's got such strong legs, and he's obviously using it to his advantage in this event.
No, he wants to get as many reps as possible, preferably at least 10, and that way it'll put him at the front of the field. Mark Felix will be very hard to beat.
Well, he's certainly off to a good start, and he should come close to that number, trying to get to double digits. Big Z is coming up after, and he wants to give him and there it is.
And Big
10
Z
reps is what he does.
Known for his powerlifting ability, including the deadlift.
He's certainly given Big Z a target.
10 reps is so-so. I don't think that's a very good number for me, you know. It's all right, but the breathing became an issue. I was hoping to get 1 more, but I just pulled on. There's nothing there, you know.
And here is the man, Big Z Savickas.
The most decorated strength athlete of the modern age. This guy's been competing as a professional strongman for 17 years.
That's saying a lot, and that's obviously impressive, and he's also in the socks.
And he keeps getting better.
So here's the question. Does he have to beat Poundstone, or does he need to go for 13 reps?
Well, he doesn't necessarily need to get to 13. Mark Felix's 13 is going to take a lot out of him to get there. I think he can do it, but he wants to stay ahead of Poundstone. His strategy will be to do better than Poundstone on pretty well every event to maintain his lead. Poundstone, meanwhile, is trying to play catch-up.
Wow, so it's quite a battle looming between these 2 guys. Let's
Absolutely.
see if he can do it.
And the scuttlebutt before the contest was these were the 2 guys to beat. It was going to go head-to-head. Last year, as I mentioned, it came to a Rocky Balboa final. Pаундстон won by 1 point, doing the impossible. He did what he definitely needed to do to win, and that was to lift the unliftable Louis Cyr 530-pound stone.
So he came up big. He didn't back into that win, that's for sure.
No, he didn't. He really earned that. Even Big C said Derek deserves that win.
He's at a look at that, 11 reps. He does beat him by 1.
Wow.
So Mark Felix wins the event with 13 reps. He gets the precious 14 points. He's followed by Savickas, Pаундстон, Marco, Ortmeyer, Shaw, Hollins, and Kokляев.
This is Travis Ortmeyer, and you're watching Fortissimus 2009. Stay tuned.
And you'd better listen to him, because you don't want to miss event number 4 after this.
To be strong, you must train, and always not strong in the gym. Just only strong also in your mind. Maybe some days the mind is most important than the strength. But don't smoke and don't drink. You train very hard, and you will be strong and good person. So.
And let's go to event number 4, the Iron Mind Overhead World Challenge.
Wow, this is a two-handed overhead medley. They have 90 seconds to lift 5 different implements overhead, getting increasingly heavy. We start here with the 1980 log. This is a 346.5-pound log, a replica of the log that Bill Kazmaier lifted overhead to set the world record in 1980. In one of the earliest World's Strongest Man contests.
That dates back a little bit, and we've got Murumets up first.
And he gets the log easily. Now, you see the technique here. This is the axle, the Apollon axle, 1892 Apollon axle replica named after the French strongman Louis Apollon, and it's 366 pounds.
Don't try this at home, folks.
Then we've got the 1988 Kazmaier True Log, when Kazmaier reset the world record in 1988 with a 375-pound overhead log lift. Watch the technique here.
Wow, quite a log to lift. Look at that. Oh,
Murumets has
so
beautiful
close.
technique here. He's just having a little trouble with the lockout. Drive with the legs, thrust with the hips, and press out.
He's got it up, but he just does 2 logs in 21.8 seconds.
Here's Brian Shaw attempting that 375-pound true log. Wow, he gets it up there with those long arms. That's incredible. Can't quite press it out.
Wow, he finishes 2 logs, 21.96.
See how the log pulls away from your center of gravity? Now that's called a continental, where the bar touches you on the way out. This is a continental clean by Louis-Philippe Jean. That's 366 pounds he manhandles. Look at that.
Look at that. He's got it up there. 2 logs, 32.77 seconds. And now we've got Kozilek, and he's going to give it a shot. This is the first one, and he does 1 in 5.81 seconds,
and
but only 1 log.
Kozilek is a good log lifter. I don't know what happened there.
Kokляев up next.
There's another continental over-under grip. Surprising, the Olympic lifter that he is.
He does 2 in 27.62.
Nice jerk there, but he didn't get the third.
These guys are having trouble getting the third one.
Here's Phil Pfister.
And Pfister, let's see what he can do.
Easy continental clean.
Pfister does 2 in 36.94.
Very cool contest. You know, the first event was especially brutal. But, you know, these fans are what make it fun for the guys, so big hats off to all the fans.
And what an amazing crowd and an amazing organization here in Montmagny.
Oh, yeah, the Fortissimus promotion is fantastic here. So well organized. Everyone treated so well.
It's truly impressive. Speaking of impressive, here's Ortmeyer.
I love watching Travis lift because he's very quick. He's very dynamic. He clearly has done some Olympic lifting. You watch how quick he is for a man of his size.
He's certainly coming with a purpose, and he seems to have a plan.
Nice jerk there with the Apollon axle.
Got those first 2 up in a good time.
And that's 2 inch thick. The bar is 2 inches thick and very hard to hold on to.
And nobody has left at the third one yet. Let's see if Ortmeyer can manage it.
Ortmeyer might be able to do it here. Remember, this is the fourth event. These guys are really tired.
He's using everything he has. You can see the effort there.
Now, the log pulls away from your center of gravity, so it's very hard.
It's so close.
It's not a normal jerk. That's the problem here.
And he does a good time for 2, though, 20.92.
That was a good attempt as any.
Well, let's see how Derek Poundstone can do. He's getting ready.
Poundstone is just brutally strong and dynamic and very technical, too. Look at how easily he pulls that to his shoulders. Nice push. Just a little bit of a push jerk there. Very nicely done.
I got the first one up in good time, Sam.
Efficient technique. Continental onto the sternum there. Up to the shoulders, 366 pounds.
He's going to go for 3, but it's important he gets the second one up in a good time.
So trouble there with the lockout. It is extremely hot in here, too, and that just saps the energy from me. The humidity in here must be close to 100%. It's going to start raining soon, Steve.
Unbelievable. Wet. And these guys, wow.
You can see Poundstone is concerned. Now, he has the most extensive private collection of strongman implements ever. I'm sure of it. This guy's got, 3 of pretty much everything. He trains like a madman. He builds these implements for himself to train with.
All right, let's see. He's got to lift this one. He's got to get 3. That'll really put him in great position, Sam. Got it up there.
The pressure's on him.
Doesn't happen. Nothing left in the tank there. He did the 2, and let's check his time. Well,
Poundstone looks as perplexed as you're going to see him.
Looks like he's trying it again. He's not quitting. This is not a quitter, Sam.
Good technique here. Watch his technique, how he bumps that up there.
Of course, time not a factor if you can get 3 up there, but not to be. 26.41 seconds for 2.
Yeah, that's a real disappointment for him. I know he was training very hard on this.
Well, he would have loved to get the 3, but we're going to see how the Big Z does next.
Well, Big Z held the world record in the log lift, still holds the world record in the log lift, over 450 pounds. So we're going to see some good lifting here.
Well, he's certainly going to go for 3. But let's see him do the first one first. Got to start somewhere.
Watch this. That is a strict press. That is unreal strength.
Wow. He threw it up there.
About 350. He didn't even use his legs.
Unbelievable.
Watch the axle. Look at that. He didn't even finish cleaning it and he started pressing it out. That's like Bill Kazmaier used to do.
That's crazy. If anybody can do 3, it's this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see this go up. 375-pound Kazmaier True Log.
There it is.
Look at that.
There it is.
Easy lockout.
Unbelievable effort there. He's pleased. The fans are standing.
So he's won the event. Anything else now is gravy.
And he does all 3. Not that the time matters, but he did it pretty quickly, Sam.
He's got the 14 points. Let's see if he's going to go for the next one. This is the Iron Mind axle, 390 pounds. The 4th implement.
Oh, crazy stuff. Not to be, but he lifts 3 at a great time also, 29.36 seconds.
You know what the 5th implement was? It was the Big Z log, which is named after him, the 2004 Big Z. Watch the technique here on the 375er. Easy clean, very little knee drive, presses it overhead easily.
I feel bad because in training I lift tall and and want to lift tall, but it's competition 40 event and tired, so not very good result, but it's okay because I won this event.
And the Big Z, too strong for the field in this event. He takes first place in 14 points. He's followed by Ortmeyer, Murdymet, Shaw, Poundstone, Kokляев, Jean, and Pfister.
I'm Terry Hollands, England's strongest man, and you're watching Fortissimus 2009.
And don't touch that remote. We'll be back after this on TSN.
I got the nickname Texas Stone Man. Basically because the Atlas stones kind of came naturally for me, and I've always done very well at them. I took the title from Magnus Samuelsson in 2005, the World Championships. He got to go right after me, and he couldn't beat my time, so ever since then, I've always been either first, 90% first, every now and then I'm second, except for last year Fortissimus, where I kind of had a mishap. I threw the second stone over the platform and had to go through the dirt and put it back up, but other than that, always at the top.
And that sets us up for event number 5, the Atlas Stone.
This is the Slater King of Stones World Challenge, Part 1. So basically, we've got 6 Atlas stones weighing between 300 and 425 pounds in 25-pound increments that have to be lifted onto the platforms. The first platform is 68 inches high.
And we'll start with Travis Ortmeyer, the King of Stones.
He's known as the Texas Stone Man. He is one of, if not the best stone lifter on the planet right now.
Off to a great start. This is stone number 3, and he's got it up there.
350 pounds. Here's the 375, Steve.
He's got a great time going, and he's got 4 stones.
Beautiful technique, extremely powerful. Very, very explosive extension here on these stones.
Look at that, he's going for 5.
He's having difficulty grabbing that 4th stone.
Grip is all important, Sammy.
They're using tacky, which is a combination of a rosin and turpentine, which is forms a honey-like mixture that makes it so that your skin sticks well to the stone.
And I guess after a few stones, it wears off a little bit. You gotta recondition it. He's got 5 up there.
He lost some valuable time, though. Here comes the 400-pound stone. This platform is 54 inches.
Well, if he can do this stone, the time won't make as much of a difference, because, wow.
Oh, that's frustrating for him. The Stone Man is having a bad event here.
He's being advised of how much time he's got left. There is a maximum.
Oh, it's 90 seconds, and he was so looking forward to this event. I spoke to him earlier, and
well, let's see what he can do. He's got to get this one up. He's giving it his best shot.
This is the 6th stone, I believe, isn't it?
Yes,
this is the big one. Okay,
that's the big one. He does 5, and he does 46.66 seconds.
Oh, he is so frustrated. He only got 5 of the 6. He really wanted to finish this event and be the first man to do it.
Well, that's an angry man, that Ortmeyer. And let's see how Pfister can do.
Phil Pfister, the veteran strongman.
He's got the first one up there. And he's got 2. He's got a good time going.
325. Here comes the 350.
All right. He's on number 4 now. Not having too much trouble yet, Sam.
375. Here comes the 400-pound stone. Now they have to really squeeze that stone into their torsos and extend up simultaneously. There it is.
There he goes. He's got 5. 1 left.
Now stature does help here. The taller you are, the shorter, relatively speaking, those platforms are. Right. This is the 6th stone, 425 pounds.
This is the one they're shooting for. He's staring it down. He's got a good time for 5, so he's just giving it his best effort to get that 6th one up.
Cracked it off the ground.
That's it. Look, he's giving it another shot. Gave a little salute, but he's...
They have 90 seconds to complete all 6 stones.
Yeah, he's got the time, might as well use it.
The difficulty here is there's nothing to hang on to. They're perfectly round. You have to squeeze the stones, pull them really tight in close to the body, basically hoist them up.
And that's why the tack is so important.
Nice technique here.
He got it up off the ground, but that's it. And a great time, 29.59 for 5 stones.
You know, this is the 5th event out of 10. We got a long way to go, so I think some of them are saving some of for the next 5 events.
Phil Pfister, ladies and gentlemen.
And a very appreciative Kokляев, and we have Derek Pauundstone up now.
Let's see if he can live up to his namesake here, Steve. Watch how fast he is. Look at that. He shoulders that stone. Now, why? Because he's only 6'1".
There you go. So height plays a factor in this event.
A big factor here. That first podium is almost 6 feet tall, and he's just over 6 feet tall.
The first couple were ping pong balls to him, but let's see how tough it gets now as he hits the 4th stone. He's in 2nd place right now in the competition.
That's right. He is the defending strongest man on earth, the defending Fortissimus 2008 champion. Right now, he is chasing Big Z's Savickas. It's a cat and mouse game right now.
He's got 5 stones in great time, but he's got to get this one, Sam.
Absolutely. Anything he can do to beat Big Z in an event will put him in the running, will give him additional points and bring him closer to that victory that he so desires.
Oh, look at that. Also on the rim. So close again, Sam.
Oh, you can see he just lacked a little bit on the extension there, but he is shorter than Mikhail Kokляев. We saw him hit the rim as well. Look at the tacky.
He is going to give it another shot.
It's just amazing, Steve, that everyone's done the 5 stones so far. That's an unprecedented performance in the Atlas Stone event. Just goes to show you how good these guys are. Now watch the extension here. You think he's taking his time, but he's not. It's
concentration. Again, he gets it up and on the rim. 5 stones in a great time, 32.5 seconds.
He saved it all up for that last extension.
Derek, that performance was amazing. Again, you came close to getting that last stone. You're now in 2nd position in this event. What's going through your mind right now?
I can't believe I didn't get that last stone. It didn't feel too bad. It slipped a little bit, you know, we make little mistakes, but that's the story today. It seems like I make stupid little mistakes here and there, and I'm trying to make up for it, and then I make more mistakes. But it didn't feel too bad.
Well, the story here then is that you're trailing the Big Z somewhat. So do you have a strategy to compensate?
Absolutely. I just got to stop making mistakes and go out there and give it my all. The crowd's great. Thank you guys for getting behind me. I appreciate it. We love it. Thank you guys.
Here comes the big man, Brian Shaw.
Let's see if Brian Shaw can do it.
Now, he's got an advantage here in that his height makes it easier to put the stones on the podium, but don't forget, he still has to bend down to pick up those stones. So that advantage is
so you lose a little bit there, but you gain on the end.
Exactly.
That first 2, easy.
Look at this. I mean, this guy's treating them like basketballs. Watch this. Look how much extension he gets, how much power. He just
tosses them at the end. Tosses them.
Let's hope it doesn't go through the barrel. 4 stone. Very easy.
Like ping pong balls, Sam.
More like basketballs, Steve.
Okay.
Here comes 400.
There we go. And
wow, are we going to see
2 points with that one?
Will we see the 6th stone go up?
Let's see. He's got plenty of time to give it a shot.
If anyone can do it, it's Shaw from Colorado.
He's going right after it, Sam.
This guy's a promising young strongman. He's one of 3 men in the contest that weigh near 400 pounds.
He's on a roll. It's off the ground.
He's in good position here. Good extension.
He's got it up. He did it.
Beautifully done.
Unbelievable
First man to do all 6 stones.
54.78 seconds. 6 stones.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This kid has potential. Real potential. Let's take a look at the replay, Steve. See how he did it. Oh, yeah, he's happy. Watch the extension. Squats back, stones right over his knees, taking the pressure off the back. Big extension, uses long arms, squeezes tight, and there you go onto the 50-inch platform, all 6.
Brian, that was amazing. You did all 6 Slater World Challenge Atlas Stones in just over 54 seconds. The first man to do so.
That feels good. Feels good.
What else can you say? So, is this the real Brian Shaw?
Hey, this is a little bit better. We'll end the first day on a strong note, you know. I think you kind of get in a groove with this contest. It's so long, but, tomorrow's a great day for me, and I'm going to be coming, so these other guys better watch out.
Looks like you got the boost you wanted there, Brian.
Yeah, definitely. We're ready.
Congratulations. Fantastic performance.
Thank you, merci.
So Brian Shaw lifts all 6 stones and takes 14 points for first place. He's followed by Pfister, Pauндстон, Murjamets, Kokляев, Savickas, Ortmeyer, and Hollins. And what a great crowd we have here in Montmagny, Quebec.
Yeah, man, I want to know where I can get some of those stick things, those wavy things.
And the standings. After 5 events, we have Savickas in first place. He's followed by Pauндстон, Shaw, Ortmeyer, Kokляев, Murjamets, Pfister, and Hollins.
And rounding out the 14, we finish with Jean Kazelnik's, Felix Marcoux, Boyer, and Savoie from all corners of planet Earth.
My name is Derek Pouндstone, Connecticut, USA, and reigning Fortissimus champion. For more Fortissimus 2009, we'll see you next time.
Fortissimus.
And what a great show. We look forward to next time.
5 events done, 5 to go, only halfway done, Steve, at the best strongman contest on planet Earth, Fortissimus 2009.
For Super Sam Dubé, I'm Steve Besner. We'll see you next time on Fortissimus 2009.